Hey y'all, it's Nana A. Welcome back, or welcome to our island of Gumball. It's our 30-day challenge island. It's Kidcore / Springcore. Our goal is a 5-star island in 30 days. Alright, today is day 12, and we are going to be building a shopping mall. Now, the first part is just going to be actually building the mall. And if y'all have ever worked with the castle items, please let me know how you get them to match up. All right, let's get changed into our safety gear and we will get started. Now, the problem I had is the castle walls are 2 spaces, but the castle gate is 3 spaces. And the castle tower is a 2 by 2. The gate's a 3 by 1 and the walls are 2 by 1. So that was hard for me, as you can imagine. Okay, my pockets are full as usual. No surprise there. So let me empty my pockets and get ready and we will start the build. Okay, I am back. I think I have the right things in my pocket now, so let's get started. We're going to start with a gate right here, of course, that leads out to resident services. I wanted to make an entrance there. And this is where the fun begins. Some of the walls I have put one of my design codes on. Some of them I did not. I just wanted it kind of like a graffiti wall, maybe. Not a graffiti wall, but just decorated. And this first area we're doing is going to be the candy / ice cream shop. Now this takes just a few minutes, so I am going to not take you through the whole putting down of the walls and the towers, but we'll do part of it together. I want you to feel my pain, see my struggle, so you'll know how much this build took out of me. Another one. And they do that unless I want them to do that, and then they don't. Alright, see, there's one of the designs. It's just one of my flowers. I put different designs on them. Now, my first intentions were to do a gate, then 2 walls, then a tower, then 2 walls, a gate, and so on. Because I thought maybe that would help keep it uniform. Yeah, no, I was wrong. So, I'm going to continue to put these up, and I'll be back in just a moment. Alright. That's the front part, and this should basically be the size of each shop. Should be. Now, I cannot decide how many entrances do I want, and that may be decided for me when we continue to put this down. Right now, I think I'm just going to try to do the outside, I think. And then I'll come back in, maybe. I don't know, y'all. I think we need to put that there because this should be actually it should be a tower. Because I'm thinking this should be the end of the room or the candy ice cream shop. And then of course it'll go across to the other side. I did not really measure these out specifically. You know, I can't tell you how big each one of them will be, but yeah, it was a hard build for me, but I'm a very determined person, and one way or the other we're going to make this work. I did go ahead and get the items for each shop, or what I think I want in the shop. We may have to add, subtract some, but you know, I'm limited because I can only use what I found in my shops. Stuff out of the trees that villagers gave me. I can't go to treasure islands. So whatever I found in my shops or on the Nook Stop shopping is what I used. And if you're wondering how I made enough money, enough bells to get all of these delightful castle items, I started out time traveling before this was a concept to get some of my other villagers. So when I did that in the last video, we found our 10th villager, which is going to be our yellow villager. But I was time traveling to either do that by campsite or to get a thought bubble. So each day that I time traveled, I would dig up all of the fossils. I would dig up the glowing spot and plant trees, and I just went out on a limb. I had a few 99,000 bell bags, and my trees I planted, probably a fourth of them were 99,000 bell bags, and I did get those bells. Now that was very risky for me. I could have lost some bells, but at this point, why not take the risk? So between those and selling fruit and fossils, because I'm not trying to complete the museum, finding my money rock every time, just different things like that. And it really adds up. I got a lot of bells, y'all, like millions of bells. And I don't necessarily recommend this because it does take a lot of grind, and it did take me a long time, but in a pinch, you do what you have to do. Anyway, this is my conundrum here. Do I just put a gate there where I have the path? Do I put one over here? I really want to use these walls for the back wall to be where they make the candy and ice cream, and this front part where I'm getting to now, or where I'm standing, will be where the tables are, where the product is, so to speak. So that's what I'm kind of having a dilemma here. If I put a gate there, then I'm going to lose wall space. But I'm not sure if I don't put a gate how it's going to be on just regular space. But we'll see. We're going to go with 2 walls, maybe. I don't know. But if I went 1 gate, that would be 3 by 1. 2 walls would be 4 by 1. So there's still technically probably going to be a gap that we have to fix at one point. And all this stuff is in the way. I should have thought about that when I dropped it. But I was trying to, for the most part, empty my pockets and surprise y'all. But that didn't happen. And I did, you will see later, up there in front with the blue fence is Nooks. I moved the shop up there. It will not be part of this small build. It will be its own build that we will do later. I just wanted to get it placed because we will be moving the tailor shop close to that as well. I just haven't figured out exactly where, but I want this whole part to be a mall and to be a shopping area. Now, my inspiration, if you will, is in Texas. I don't know about other states. We have a lot of outdoor malls, and they're called outlet malls. And they have just a whole bunch of different stores together in a big shopping area. So that's what I'm kind of basing this on. I don't think we're going to put each store facing out. I think some of them you're going to have to walk through. And that's all due to getting these things to line up, y'all. This is hard. And I know it doesn't look hard right now, but trust me, we're going to get there. I have worked with them before, and still haven't figured them out completely. And see, here's our first one. Let's push it over. Maybe it'll go. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, that's not going to go. So, I wonder if we should just put a gate there, but I think there would still be a gap. And the reason why I picked up that one wall and put that one there is I just didn't want to have to deal with moving both walls. So, let's move everything out a little. Will it fit now? Okay. There's a gap. And see, this is what I'm talking about. So we're going to have to do this by starting on one side, making sure there are no gaps if we can, and just build on that. So my gate, 2 walls, a tower, and so on and so on probably is not going to work. So we may have a little gap there. I don't really see one. Now, if we have just a little gap, not enough where you can get through, we're just going to leave that. But we can't leave the big gaps, or I cannot. My OCD personality will not let me. And if y'all have ever moved villager homes with me, you know what I'm talking about. Let's just continue and see what happens. I'm sure everything's going to go perfect. Perfectly in place, except for this little gap here. So that gate is not going to be where I wanted it, as you can see with the path. So we either have to move it over. Well, we're just going to have to move it over. Either that or put a wall there and not have an outside gate to this area. This will be the clothing toy store, or the souvenir shop, I guess you would say. One side of it will be clothes and the other side will be toys. And this is nooks. This is what I did there. I did it. This is not decorations. I just wanted to get stuff out of my pocket. So I put some hedges down, trees, and whatever I had in my pocket, but I'm sure it will change. I would love to get that throne. I am not grinding anymore, but we can get this little soup kettle. It can be used in our ice cream shop as like a chocolate, like maybe they're doing hot fudge sundaes or caramel sundaes or something. We might end up eventually with 2 of them in there to do each, to give them a suggestion, or a choice rather. We will see. Time and space plays a big part, especially space. Okay, So we go through there. Here's our ice cream and candy shop. Just gonna drop that here so we'll know it goes in here. See, I put bows on it, flowers, just different things. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if it'll stay. And I have made a decision about this island. This is a 30-day island. It's not going to be done to my liking, or it's not going to do justice to Kidcore Springcore. So what I plan on doing is getting 5 stars in 30 days, because I know we can do that. And then after the challenge is over, and I can use whatever I want, go to any island I want to, get any design code I want, we're going to go back in and redo the island in a good Kidcore fashion. And I may make videos of each area when we're changing it, or I may just make a video at the end and show you what I've done with the island, you know, like a before after. We'll see. I have been trying to make more design codes. I'm just still having a lot of problem with the depth, making it look like it's raised, and some of the shading. And I've watched a lot of videos, especially April Honey, who is wonderful at codes, and I try. And I watch, and I'm like, okay, I can do this, and then I look at mine and I'm like, oh, I didn't do that. But I think my blocks turned out cute. Spoiler alert, I had just a little bit of help on the blocks with lining up to get it to look like 3D. That would be Lee. He is so good with stuff like that, even though he says he's not. But he just kind of gave me a few pointers on where to put what line. So thank you very much, Lee. Very much appreciated. I sort of had 3D, just didn't look quite right. So he told me where to fix it. Yeah, we're going to have to move that path if we want to keep a path there. Alright, it's going to go all the way out to the edge of the pathing here. Not out to the jagged path, but where it's a straight line goes down. So, right there on the corner should be another tower. Goldie, she's so cute. I'm so glad we found her. Alright. Every time. Every time. Unless I wanted to. Alright. So I hope that y'all are having a good weekend. I'm not sure when this is coming out. It may come out around Easter, so if you celebrate, happy Easter. If you do not, then happy Sunday. Alright. Let me know down in the comments if you have any suggestions or tips or tricks to get this stuff to work. Because I know eventually, even if we get it fixed here, when we get around to that other end, there is going to be a gap. So I'm going to put down a little bit more and I'll be back. Okay. Goldie, honey, you can't just be walking through walls. Well, that's not going to get this done quick, is it? I don't think I'm going to put a gate here. I think this is going to be the hardest part for me, is figuring out, do I want an entrance on each side and then an entrance in the middle where you go all the way through, but that would take up some of the wall space I wanted to use. So we're gonna do this though. I mean, look how much we've gotten done in 20 minutes. And a gap. And do you ever pay attention to how often and how many balloons fly over when you're building and when you do not have a slingshot on top of that? And that's not even anyway. A wall may fit there. Goldie will fit there. Let's try a gate here. Nope, not gonna work. No matter how much we want it to, it's not gonna work. No, that's not gonna fit. How much overlap is it? Could we put that right there and maybe put something like there's something in that space right there maybe? And make it look like it's supposed to be like that? No, we can't. I'm kidding myself. We cannot do that. There may not be an archway here, or castle gate. But see, we still have, okay. I can do this. See, that's not big enough to get through, but I don't have anything that I can think of in my repertoire. I don't have anything that would fill that space without you seeing that there's a space. So, Goldie, you have any suggestions? Right here. What do we put right here? She's gonna come look. Isn't that sweet? Take a look. I'm going around the other side. Okay, right here. Where'd you go? No, you were supposed... Goldie. Good help. It's hard to find, y'all. Okay. It doesn't matter which way we move this. One side's going to have a gap. The only thing I see we can do is to move it over this way and try to fix it with... Oh, there she is. With moving everything this way a little, maybe. I might be okay with each shop being just a little bit off or different than the others, but a gap where I can see it is not gonna work for me. Okay, now let's go around this way. Where's the gate? Where's the door? Oh, there it is. Now push this over. Okay, now that works. But now it's not in line with this one, which is in line with that one. Well, here we go again. Maybe the outside will just have a wider sidewalk. No, not now, Goldie. I needed your help while ago. And no, it's not time to shop. I can't move anything with that stuff in there, but I don't think this is going to work anyway. This was so much better in my mind and on paper. So much better. Have y'all ever had builds like that where you know what you want, you think, oh yeah, this is going to work. I don't need to use that building program that they have. I can figure this out, and then we have this. And I knew that the dimensions were different, but I thought we would be able to fix it. Well, this room is like I want it. Over. Ugh. I'm going to be so tired after this, I'm going to need a hot bath that I don't even have fixed up at my house. Alright. We may get a gate where we wanted it to start out with. So that's a plus. Okay, no, it's still going to be off a little. But that's okay. We already knew we were going to have to move this path. And when I put it there, I was going to put the ramp right there and just have you walk across, but it was too close in. So it's okay if we move it. Alright. We would have to move all of this, y'all. Okay. I'm going to figure this out. Maybe finish moving some things and I'll be back. Okay, y'all. I have been playing musical walls and towers since we last talked. And if I move one to the right, there's a gap on the left. If I move everything to the left, there's a gap on the right. So, I am going to pull my hair out. No, now we're stuck here. Now see, what I wanted was two walls there, a gate, and then, but that didn't happen. Let's turn this around. If I can. There we go. Just in case you're wondering, no, I don't know what I want to do here. I'm just throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks by this point. So, I'll tell you what, I am going to figure this out, and I'm just going to move everything one direction until I get a gap that I can live with. That's the only thing I know to do. And you can see that it's just that one space difference there. So, hang on. It may take me a while, but I'll be back. Okay, I'm not saying I have it figured out, but I did pretty much get everything fixed on that side that we were working on. So now we're on the other side of the mall, and we're going to have to do the same thing. I decided to try to do the outside first because I think it would be easier for us to do the inside. There's still going to be gaps, but maybe we have something we can do for it. Alright. This is going to be, the reason why I'm putting this here is this is going to be the cafe restaurant, and it is not going to open to the other store, to the bookstore, I don't think. At this point, I don't want it to, but we'll see. It will have its own entrance. And it's by the entrance to the island, and I did have to make some modifications, but that's okay. Because I did not want to take this any further down. Not at this time anyway. Okay. All looks good, huh? That there. Let's see how this works. I do not have another gate. Yeah. I'm going to have to go get another gate, I think, and I'm going to try to get a little bit more up, maybe just so that we're doing some of the inside walls that's left, and I will be back. Alright, y'all, we are in between the souvenir shop and the bookstore, and I can't get anything to work. I wanted to try some pillars, maybe a different archway, something, because I don't know. I'm running out of ideas and maybe running out of a little bit of patience. Maybe just a little. The pillars aren't working. They don't fill in the gap either. Because I wanted to try to put, like, I don't know, something there as decorative. Nope, that's not going to work either. Because it was going to look different. But I didn't really have anything to match the pink and beige brick of the castle items. No, that's not going to work either. We may just have to leave this as a entryway and put something on each side of it or something, you know, to make it designated as an entryway between the two stores and just not have an arch. That might be our only recourse here because this is not working. I just don't have anything. I know y'all are probably hollering, use this, do this. I wish y'all were with me. I could put something there like the outdoor bench or something to block it off, but if we're going to use that as an entryway without an arch, then I don't want to block it off because we still wouldn't be able to use that wall space. or lack of wall space. Nope. Not big enough. But we could put one on each side. What I'm thinking for this is our bookstore has sitting areas where you can sit and read. It also has a famous coffee house in it, and that has a seating area. But that's what I kind of thought, is to make this a bookstore, but there's an area for them to sit, maybe read the books that they bought or look at ones to see if they want it. I don't know. Okay, I do not like this over here at all, I don't think. Especially if I can't get it lined up. But I may have an idea. We may use it on the inside. Okay, I am going to finish this whole wall thing, and we will be back and try to start the stores. I don't know if we will get the stores started today or not. This has taken a while. I mean, I've already been at it for, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half, maybe. Of course, it will not be that long for y'all because I will cut some of it down. And I'm going to need them two to move by the time I get over there. Just saying. Okay, maybe a tower. Maybe a gap where the tower's going. I can deal with the gap being on the other side, like where the fence is. I can deal with that. I do not want that gap. I just want to... Hello? I'm doing something here. Yeah, it does look like you're just sitting. Move along. Please. Pretty please. I've been at this forever. I need somebody to come run interference with me. Or for me. Okay. Well, there goes one of them. Is Pom Pom still over there? Yes. Pom Pom, honey. Please go fish somewhere else. Please. Excuse me, ma'am. Okay, fine. No, really. No. My goodness. You're gonna have to move. Alright. I do not think I want a gate here. I think I want these to be all walls. And the entrance to this one will be when you walk out of the airport. You can turn to the left and go into the restaurant. And hopefully I'll have signs made to point the way. Maybe. Okay. I'm going to try to finish this, move her somewhere else, and I will be back. Okay, y'all. I think this is going to be the last part of the outside wall. I think. Unless I forgot something over there. All we got to do is put a tower. Please work. Please work. Okay. Now, move it in this way. Fingers crossed. That's good enough. Alright, our restaurant area is built. All we have left is this one. And I think what I'm going to do is put that castle gate right there. And I'm just going to let it stand out. Other than the other items. Because this one's done and it's good. The other one's done and it's good. So, I have to go get a gate. I'll be back. And here we are. I think I can make this work. If I can get it centered. We will just put it up like this. It will stand out a little. Look, I have butterflies in mine and I don't even have access to HHP. Okay. Alright, that doesn't look too bad. Now, this is the bookstore, so we can put bookcases. No, not that one. The larger bookcases on each side. And maybe use our medium partitions, maybe? They're going to be higher than the castle walls. I've already checked, but that's okay. So we can put one here and either a medium, whatever it's called. What's it called? Where is it? You can walk through there. Yes, I got distracted. I'm sorry, y'all. We'll put a bookcase over here. And then we have room on each side if we wanted to use another bookcase, which I think would be logical. But you know me, that's going to be a no. But this is not the first shop we're going to do. So I may not put a lot of thought in this until we get to it. And we can use the medium wooden partitions, I think they're called. You know, the real tall ones. I even tried a medieval side building and nothing worked. So this is what we have here. We are going, let's see. It would not work. It's wide. It's not as wide, but it leaves a gap. So back we go with the gate. And we're going to pretend that we meant for this to happen. Because actually, looking at it, it doesn't look that bad. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. It's okay for one of the shops to be different. I got to empty some of this stuff out of my pockets. And we will start with the candy shop, doing that decoration. It's been a long night, y'all, and I think we're going to wait to tomorrow. So we're going to start with the shops on day 13. I'm going to put day 12 and day 13 in one video. Might be just a little bit longer video, but we'll get it out. I'm going to finish emptying my pockets, put this stuff away, and I will see y'all tomorrow. All right, y'all, we are back, day 13, and we are going to make our ice cream and candy shop. So all of this stuff here has to be picked up, and we have to start figuring out where to put it back down at. So let me get it put in my pockets, and we'll get started. Okay. We are done, y'all, with picking everything up. Alright. This is just gonna be kind of a good old-fashioned ice cream parlor type shop that also sells candy. I think it'll be really cute. So I'm gonna let you listen to some music today instead of me jibber jabbering all the time, and we're gonna get this shop done, y'all. Alright, we are all out of our safety equipment, and we are going to borrow the cook stove in the shop so we can make, I think we'll do like like a cherry smoothie, maybe even a cherry jelly, and the cherry jelly can be like a cherry ice cream sundae, or okay, y'all, use your imagination. I know it's see-through, but we're gonna use it as ice cream. Alright, let's go back around this way. Through here, back to our shop. We did the smoothie. We're not gonna make another smoothie. I only had one, so we're not gonna make another one. We're just gonna use the cherry jelly for cherry ice cream sundae. We have a couple of milkshakes up there, so. Okay. I did find a few other things in the storage. One is the Bunny Day candy. I think that would look cute up there. And then found another milkshake, but I don't know where to put that. Alright, there is no place to put that, so we are going to say this is our candy, our ice cream / candy shop. We have all the ice cream and candy making back here. We have the toppings, the cotton candy, the hot fudge or caramel, whatever you want. We have the milk that's fixed the hot fudge. We have some candy. We have another jar of toppings by the ice cream case. So we are ready to go. This is our first build in the mall. This is our candy ice cream shop. And the flowers there are put between them because I could not get them spaced right. So I thought that would look cute. Okay. This is it, y'all. Our first customers, and we already have drama in the malt shop. We'll get this worked out. Now, tomorrow will be another build, probably the souvenir shop. So I hope you're enjoying the series. Don't forget to hit that like button. Leave me a comment below. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Come on in, be part of the family. Everybody's welcome. And of course, don't forget to ring that notification bell so you'll know when my next video comes out. And until then, bye y'all.